happened to our country, probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Just take me back. What were you doing before the shooting happened, and then what did you see and hear?
I was just standing there like everybody else, waiting for Trump. And as Trump started, I noticed two officers that were looking for something or somebody. I was looking around myself and seeing a guy on top of one of the buildings go in between one building to the next, and went and told the officer that he was up there. And when I went back to my spot, I heard that people could still see the person from where they were standing. So I checked that out, and I went back to tell the officer that if he came over there, he could see them. And when I turned my back is when the shots started, and then it took me a second or two to figure out exactly what it was. And then it was just getting out of there and helping some other person out with her child, and we got out, and that was the end of that. And I went and left, and that was all.
Hey, so you can see the big news over the weekend was, you know, the Trump shooting, and it definitely looked like a setup, because, you know, the different experts and things that I've seen, you know, talk about it. There's no way that somebody should have been able to get a shot like that on the president. But so I want to get a scripture. I want to get that joint in Matthews. The joint, yeah, Matthews 12 and 25, because it's definitely, you can see the division in the country. So I want to get that right there.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 25. And Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided itself shall not stand.
You see that? So this is Christ. Christ is letting you know that when you got a kingdom, which we're talking about the kingdom of the United States, the divided states, it's not even the United States, it's the divided states. You can see the decline. Even when you look at, you got a Biden in there. He don't know where he is. He can't get off the stage. All kinds of stuff going on. You can just see it. So the scriptures don't lie. When you see this type of division to the point to where they willing to shoot their own president, you can tell that this empire is definitely on the way out.
And if Satan cast out Satan.
And if what?
And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
You see that? The scriptures say Satan. So who is Satan in the Bible? Who is Satan in the Bible? Let's get Satan in the Bible. Go to Revelations 2 and 9. Let's get that. Let's see who Satan is. Because people thinking that's the little red man under the ground with the pitchfork. Nah, that ain't what that's talking about.
The little red man that's a music executive.
Mm-hmm. That's the little red man that's on the ground.
Yeah.
Right now, that you got to punch into every Monday. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
So who's over in Israel saying that they the Jews and they are not the Jews? Everybody in the world knows they're not the Jews. Christ called them the synagogue of Satan. But guess what? Those same people are no different from your average European or your average American. They all the same people. So now when we go back to Matthew 12, get that real quick. Go back. So, and we seeing Satan versus Satan right now. That's what we witnessing.
The book of Matthew 12 and verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
That's what's going on right now. You got Satan trying to cast out Satan.
Right. And you know what's crazy that's so heavy about Satan casting out Satan? Give me Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. Because when you look at the reaction, you would think if this was 15, 20 years ago, people would be mortified that somebody shot at the president. Understand what's going on here. The level of evil that we're seeing from these liberals, from these Edomites, is on a whole nother level. And we're not endorsing the other party. Don't get it twisted. But we can sit back and objectively look at what's going on and how they're just greasing the skids to slide down slippery slope, the pedophilia, bestiality, straight up murder. Read that.
The book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound.
Because sin is abounding. They got people out there talking and celebrating treason online, talking about, man, he should have been a better shot. You understand that's iniquity abounding, where you out there openly wishing death. Not only that, you can get locked up for that and tried and hung under the law. Read that again.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
You seeing that what's going on now. I would never thought you would see somebody shoot at the president, and then you got a bunch of people celebrating. White folk at that. Give me 2nd Ezra 14, 16 and 17.
Yeah, I was going to say, real quick, that they don't believe in their own democratic process.
Right.
You
Because
understand?
ain't you supposed to vote the guy
you're supposed
out?
to vote whoever you want in there and the best candidates. So they don't even believe in their own system.
That's what you read. That Matthew 12 is crystal clear.
What did you say?
Satan versus Satan. Read that.
The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils.
This what the angel told Ezra. For greater evils, watch this,
Than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
much more evils. Come on.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
And that is going into sin. Come on.
So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
That thing is crystal clear. The evils that's going on.
You know, it's crazy what Officer Mandel just pointed out about how there should be voting somebody in. We got to bring it out one day, but during the Greek time, when they started democracy, it was legal for them to kill anybody they deemed a tyrant, and they wouldn't face any jail time or any type
going
of.
back to that.
Let me get that next chapter, 2nd Ezra 15, and start at verse 1. Start at verse 1.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
This is prophecy, right? Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Read on.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
So we had wars, right? Read on. Read this next verse.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
And here's the point.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Read on.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Damn. So that's going to happen. And then watch this. When you jump down to verse 16 and chapter 16 and verse 70.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16.
Because remember, we read earlier in 15 that this is a prophecy. We're just going through the wars and how insurrections will happen. And later on in the prophecy, what is it saying?
And verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Upon the Israelites. So guess what? They fighting right now. We in that stage.
Right.
But it's going to come to us
and
next.
Deacon brought out some heavy stuff that Jeremiah 51. Understand. And this guy talking about passing some laws that's going to benefit. If he passes free speech, then it benefit the teaching. That's going to piss them off. Understand that. That's going to piss them off because we out there, YouTube, they take off the restrictions on YouTube. We're going to tear them up. And them fighting against one another, they going to turn on us. Watch this stuff. I'm going to show y'all something. Give me 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3 and 4.
Bring it out.
'Cause I want us to understand, because there's some serious stuff here that we dealing with.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ.
So we got to endure hardness. The afflictions and the trials that are coming, we got to endure hardness as good soldiers. Watch this.
That's right.
No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
So don't be the brother or sister. You know you Israel, you on there commenting on what's going on, the shooting and all that. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This is Satan versus Satan. We need to stay out and handle God's business. Brothers, you in the truth and you commenting about the shooter and all that. Brother, that's not the spirit, brother. You get jammed up and shamed in ministry. Them white folk problems, they ain't got nothing to do with us. Read it again.
Damn.
No man that warreth
So if you in God's spiritual war, come on.
entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
You're not getting all caught up in this. We mentioned it because it's in the news, but we don't have no dog in the fight here. That's their business. Come on.
That he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Now give me Matthew 10 and 16.
Get him. The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 16.
So this is how we supposed to move in the spirit. If we really rolling in the spirit of Christ, watch this.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
So a sheep is a defenseless animal. We in the midst of wolves, meaning what these wicked nations, chiefly the so-called white man. Come on.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
Be ye therefore what?
Wise as serpents.
So the Lord is telling us to use wisdom. A lot of times in the black community, the whiz is silent, and all you got is dumb. Read it again.
Behold, I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
So we got to be wise according to the scriptures. We sit back, the prophets of God that send the spirit, seeing that stuff going on. We not getting all caught up in all that foolishness. We understand that's biblical prophecy. Come on.
And harmless as doves.
Meaning what? You can harm yourself by posting some stupid tweet. And now you getting locked up and you looking crazy. Now they trying to say that we somehow support this, that, and the third regarding the president. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
I'm riding for so-and-so. I'm riding with this party.
Right.
All right.
The hell out of here.
We riding into that eternal sunset.
Right. That's it, man. What's the next one? We got any other news clips? All right, man. Pull that up. Next one up.
Beautiful cities in America, Seattle, Washington. This is it, you guys. Steak and Shack all around. Every corner you go on, every street you go on, this is what it looks like. Nothing is here because we have a huge epidemic of drugs going on here, homelessness. These people, it is horrific, it is terrifying, it is horrifically sad. This is what is going on. In big cities all around America, you haven't heard much of Seattle. We're 2 blocks up from Pike's Place, one of the biggest tourist attractions in America, and this is what it looks like. If you come to Seattle, you have to walk through these streets, walk right in front of all of these people, and if you want to go anywhere to eat, well, everything is closed. Every corner, every shop is gone. There used to be a Qdoba, a steak shop, a Potbelly's, a TJ Maxx right above us. It's no longer here. This is what is going on in big cities in America, and our government leaders are worried about stupid things like plastic straws, making sure we're competent enough to run as government leaders. This is what is going on. We have a huge problem here in America. Stop sending all that money to different countries. Invest in America. If I was a government leader, that is what I'd be doing, investing in America.
It's just going into the collapse that you see, the decadence and everything that's played. And especially in these cities, the major cities that are mostly run by the liberals, which make great promises for everybody. But then when you look at places like, we had the same videos from Oakland, Baltimore, Chicago, all of the major cities look like that. I want to get to Isaiah 32.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Because a lot of these cities are run by liberals, and we're not endorsing conservatives. But the point is, a lot of our people follow the liberal policies. They believe that these people are going to bring them prosperity and different things, and bring solutions to their problems. You know, when we look at what we brought up earlier, we talked about Malcolm X. He warned us, you know, our people in particular, against bringing in those liberals that would act like they're your friend. He called them foxes, and but they always came with deceit. Where did he get that from? He got that from here. Read from the top again.
The vile person shall be no more called liberal,
Read.
nor the churl sent to be bountiful.
Keep reading.
For the vile person will speak villainy.
So they speak evil. Like, look at the policies that they propose to our people. They promote homosexuality to our people. They promote abortion to our people. These are the things that they offer us as a people. Read.
And his heart will work iniquity.
Work sin. Keep reading.
To practice hypocrisy.
So what's some of the hypocrisy that they practice? They say they for our people, but then they promote abortion. They don't condemn a lot of the evils that happen in our communities, things that they see. Like, for instance, how would you promote abortion when you know that the Planned Parenthood was set up by Margaret Sanger? I never seen none of them condemn that woman that set up that, where we know that she actually set that up to destroy our communities.
What did
like
you say?
To basically annihilate. She said she wanted to pretty much exterminate the Israelites. She's put that out there. Keep reading.
Damn.
To practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord.
To utter error against the Lord. Keep reading.
To make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
So that's all of that is talking about our people, and all of these policies and different things are geared towards our people.
Give me real quick, and the reason why you're seeing that in every aspect of the government, watch this. Give me Psalms 12 and 8. This is the reason why. You wonder why these quote-unquote liberal cities and all that, why everybody from the top all the way down, you're like, yo, all these dudes down with pedophilia, killing babies, shooting at political opponents and all this other stuff. These people are wicked as hell. Again, we not endorsing one side, but the Bible is going to point out the degree of wickedness, because guess what? Most of our people will be caught up following the liberal or the vile.
Damn.
Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 12 and verse 8.
Come on.
The wicked walk on every side.
So the Bible says the wicked walk on every side when what?
When the vilest men are exalted.
Crystal clear. So you wonder why the wicked fill every nook and cranny of the government, because guess what? They are all exalted. Go out there and vote for such and such. But we got to keep it moving, though, fam. We got to keep it moving.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation